Do you know that the faster you are able to get to the market weight of your pig fattening, the lower the production cost for you and the higher the turnover you're going to get in the long run? Hello, pig farmers. You're welcome to another episode from CNN FarmTech. Today, we are going to be revealing some secrets behind pig fattening, not just pig fattening. We're going to be revealing secret behind fast and healthy pig fattening. If you're ready to make profit on your farm, if you're ready to boost your growth on your pig farming business, and if you're ready to cut down on the feeding time when you're fattening your pigs, keep watching this video. Do you know that the faster you are able to get to the market weight of your pig fattening, the lower the production cost for you and the higher the turnover you're going to get in the long run? But many farmers don't know this, so they struggle with slow growth on their pigs. They struggle with stunted pigs. They struggle with poor efficiency, the way their pigs convert these feeds that they are giving them. They struggle with it, and this is why they are not making profit. But in this video, we are going to be talking about the game changers, what we are not supposed to do to have your desired result on time. So let's look at it one after the other in this video. One of the game changers that we're going to be looking at is to start with the right genetics, to start with the right breed. Now, this is very important. In fact, I would say it's the most important thing you need to do because it's your foundation. Just like, anything you want to do, when the foundation is faulty, there's nothing you want to do to correct it. There will still be fault. But when you start well with the right pig breed, as you want to fatten, you will see the desired result on time. Now, we have so many breeds in Nigeria now. We have so many of them. The popular ones, we have the Durocs, we have the large white, we have the Landrace, and so on like that. We have them. You have to know how to select them. In selecting the right pig breed will determine your success rate in fattening. Now, these pig breeds, they have different characteristics. One of the things you are going to enjoy as you want to fatten is that they are going to convert their feed on time. The feed you give them, they are going to convert it, and that's just the difference. They are going to convert that feed they are giving to them on time. They are going to convert it to body weight for you because you are fattening. Your goal is to make sure that you reach a particular desired result, the desired weight on time. Probably you have said, okay, in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year, in the next 7 months, you want to attain this particular weight. So when you have the right breed on your farm, you are going to have this desired result because you have the right breed on your farm. Now, it is not that when you have this land breed, this large white, this Duroc on your farm, that means you are going to fatten them and sell them off. Well, you can do that if you have the means. But when you have them on the farm, it allows you to experiment. In the course of experimenting, you have hybrids on your farm. And these hybrids, they grow faster because you have joined so many genetics together. You have bring so many, the ones that can convert feed way better, the ones that their meat is is tender, the one that can take care of their babies, their piglet very well. They bring all these qualities together and it will help you in fattening on time. Now, selecting the right breed can be very difficult sometimes, and that is why you need to know where you are getting your piglet from. You need to know where you get it from the right source because it will determine your success rate in the long run. So, selecting the right genetics for your fattening is very, very important because it will determine your success rate in the long run. The second game changer, which goes along with selecting of a pig breed, is feeding good nutrition. You cannot have good breeds on your farm and not feed them well. I said they go hand in hand. Why? Because if you have good breeds on your farm, you don't feed them well, it's a problem. Or you have good feed to feed your animals, but the breeds you are feeding them are not good breeds. They are not good genetics. It will not work for you. They will not grow well. It will be as if you are wasting your time and effort. So, feeding properly, feeding the right nutrition for these your genetics that you have gotten on your farm will determine your success rate. They are going to grow well because they will be converting that feed you are giving to them very well. Now, at each stage of their life, like we have been saying in some of our videos, at each stage of their life, they have the feed you are supposed to be giving them. Winner stage when you win them, at grower stage and at finisher stage, depending on your goals. So when you have this quality feeds like maize, soya, groundnut cake, GNC, your fiber, your amino acid, your lysine, your methionine, all these combined together, when you have them on ground, your pigs will grow faster. You can fatten and you will rest assured that you are going to convert that feed to body weight for you. Now, some farmers, they know how to formulate feeds at a good feed formulation. But if you can't do that, there's ready-made feed that you can get. Take for example, starter. Starter feed is very good because it contains the right amount of nutrients that you can give your pigs. So when you go for them, very okay. All you need to do is to make sure you have some fibers like PKC, like corn bran that you can give to your pigs when you fatten them. So when you combine this good feed with the feeds that you have on your farm, I assure you that you are going to be having your desired result as when you're supposed to have it, as when due. And don't forget, your water is very important. Your constant water needs to be on your farm. You can see the water has to be on farm because as they are eating, they need to digest their feed. They need to convert it on time. They need to convert it. So water will help them in this digestion. You can see now, water will help them in this digestion. So don't forget that if you have feed, just like human being, when you are eating, you still need water. So water is very important for your pigs when you are fattening them. Make sure that there is enough water, clean water, not just anyhow water. Because you can see, as water is coming out, it's very clean. Don't pour water on the floor for them to drink. Don't pour water in a basin for them to drink because it's very likely that they can poo inside it or they can pee inside it. So when they are doing that, it's already affecting you already. It's already affecting your business. So when you have clean and good water, running water, is very important. They are going to help in this your fattening journey. Another game changer that we are going to be looking at in pig fattening is proper housing. You see, when you have proper housing, it will reduce stress. When their space is wide enough to reduce stress because they will be able to move about, and in moving about, they are going to grow well. You can see them, they are moving about. Now, what stress does for your pigs when you are fattening is that it will delay their growth. So when you are looking at fattening, make sure that the room is spacious enough. The floor is dry. The floor is not wet at all. It's not wet at all. You can see. Make sure that your floor is dry. Then also make sure that there's ventilation. Make sure that the room is ventilated. There's cross ventilation. Air can come in and go out. Don't jam pack them in a room and there's no air. Make sure that you take note of all these things. And also, don't forget to sort because it's also part of it. When you have proper housing, when you have rooms that you can sort them inside, probably one is bigger than the other. If they are bigger than the other, because definitely there's going to be something like that. So you can sort them and keep them in another room. It will enable them to stop competing for feed. They will be able to eat very well. They will not bully each other because I can tell you they bully a lot. Pigs bully a lot. So when you have proper housing and the space is big enough and you have another room where you can sort them, it will reduce the stress on the pigs. And as I said, stress delays their growth. So but when there's this wide room for them to move about and the floor is not wet, that will allow them to be having cold, you are already in the journey. You are already doing the right thing in pig fattening. The next thing that you are going to be looking at when you are fattening is to make sure that you do regular deworming and vaccination. It is very important for them, at least between 1 and 2 months. Make sure that you are deworming them. And this will reduce the parasite inside them because I can tell you, internal parasite delays their growth. It will steal the nutrient that is meant for them. So when you deworm regularly and when you vaccinate, the time you're supposed to vaccinate, you vaccinate them, give them antibiotics regularly. It will help them in their growth also. Another game changer that we are going to be looking at is to make sure that in feeding them, you are consistent with their feeding schedule. Take for example, Maybe you feed them twice in a day, morning and evening. Make sure you are consistent with that. Make sure that you don't skip that the time you've already mapped out to be feeding them. Because pigs are creatures of habits. So they are already used to it. They know that okay, in the morning they are going to be fed in the morning. So they will be expecting. So you have to stick to it, because if you don't do that, by the time they are supposed to gain a particular weight, they will not be able to gain it in that time. So make sure that when you are feeding, you have a particular time. If you are feeding 3 times in a day, morning, afternoon, and evening, stick to it, because it will really help them. The weight will not be inconsistent. So make sure that your feeding schedule, you stick to it very well as at all time. Don't overfeed. Don't leave them leftovers. Make sure that the feed that you are supposed to give them is what you are giving them. If they are at Gora state that you are supposed to be eating 2 to 3 kg, make sure that each animal is being given that 3 kg in a day. When they are eating 3 kg, don't go. Then they are supposed to be eating 3 kg. Don't give them 5 kg. If you give them 5 kg, they will eat the 3 kg they are supposed to eat and leave the rest. While leaving the rest, it's already wasting. And so doing, if you are not being careful, their feed will be contaminated. Their feed will be contaminated. So you have to make sure that the feed you are supposed to give your feed in the morning is what you are giving them. What you are supposed to give them in the afternoon is what you are giving them. The amount of feed you are supposed to give them in the evening is what you are giving them. So sticking to a consistent feeding schedule is another thing that will help you in your fattening journey. And also, don't forget to be friendly with your vet. Have your veterinary doctor's contact at all times. Be able to reach to him when there is any issue on the farm. Then another thing that goes along this feeding schedule is tracking and monitoring. You have to be able to know how to track the growth of your pigs. If what you are doing for them, maybe the management, the way you manage them, what you are doing is the right thing, you will know when you are tracking them, when you are monitoring them. And by tracking, when I say tracking, I mean tracking their weight gain every day. Tracking their weight. The best way you can do is to track it in a week. Every week, track. Pick a particular pig that you are fattening, put it on your scale, and check the weight gain. In the following week, pick another one, or pick the same pig that you pick. Check it again. By so doing, you will know that you are doing the right thing or not, and you can always make adjustments. Like I said, pigs are creatures of habit, so make sure you track their record. The ones that are not doing fine, put them aside, put them in another room, and concentrate on them also, and see if the feed you are giving them is working for them or not. So these are the things you need to do when you are fattening. Make sure you have your right breed on your farm. Like I said, when you have your right breed on your farm, give them the best food that you're supposed to give them at each stage. Give them the complete feed that you're supposed to give them at each stage. Deworm them and vaccinate them. Give them proper housing. Let them be housed, let them be fed, coming in and going out. And another thing that you need to know is that pigs love water a lot. They love to bath. So you can bathe them. You can bathe them either by pouring water on them or letting them enter into the wallow. Let them swim in water. They love this for their own body. So it allows them to also grow well. Pigs are creatures of habit, like I said. So make sure that you are always doing the right thing for them, because this is just the secret. There's no magic there. When you do the right thing, you will see the results for you on your farm. So I want you to share these videos to other pig farmers too, so that they can see and know the right thing to do in the journey of their pig farming. Show it to other farmers, and if you also find this video helpful, you can give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and share it to others too, so that they can watch also. And also, don't forget, you can leave your comments. If you have any topic that you want us to treat, you can drop it in the comment section. We'll treat them and talk about it for you. So until next time, happy farming and stay safe. Bye.